nation great. Vote for me in the next election.
Didn't you pass that act that gave us less freedom?
I have no idea what you're talking about. You can choose your own job, how you use your money. It's more freedom than a lot of countries.
Freedom is the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint.
Exactly. Freedom of choice would allow us to be free in our own interpersonal relationships, make us use our own decisions and live with so much oppression and use our own services as property as we intend to.
And with criminals running around, I realize we must limit your freedom, ensure laws are followed, natural freedom to be used maliciously without limitations.
We want to create meaning and purpose in our lives. Freedom is necessary to do this, and we can't continue to live or die before that happens.
Freedom comes in different forms and restrictions. Second course, Jeremy get the Underground Railroad, explaining from freedom from a confined space in North Carolina, freedom with paranoia and hate looming in India.
That's irrelevant. The act you enforce prohibited eating anything other than Arby's and raw wave listening. This is practically oppression. You're suppressing our freedom by abuse of power and authority.
Ooh, you're not oppressed. You can choose where you live, work, worship, all that. Freedom may lead to good choices and therefore prosperity, but bad choices and therefore negative consequences.
Do you think we individuals, such as Madre from Fahrenheit, would find comfort in a totalitarian society with less choices to make?
Some individuals, like you, find themselves to be more valuable and deserving of freedom than others, such as Ridgeway in the town of North Carolina.
Silence you. Some people prefer a totalitarian government. It means simplicity and less choices. We really have free will. There's an idea that every decision we make is the product of our own body and experiences, which aren't within our control. Without me, I'm not actually responsible for my actions, which I find quite relieving.
Having freedom also means having freedom of choice, and therefore responsibility. You're trying to act like you aren't the reason why I had to go to the hospital after I ate the Arby's from Meat Mountain.
Freedom can be difficult to balance in society. Free speech and action should be limited when it endangers the freedom of others, like my freedom.
Slavery is a sin when whites were put to the yoke, but not the African. All men are created equal, only if we decide you are not a man. Clearly you have decided we are not equal.
If you were to take a stance against this act, will we be hunted down by the government, just as Montag was with his views of bullets in Fahrenheit 451?
Well, I'm going to ignore what you said there. Maya Angelou once wrote a poem called Call Letters Miss McGee, which inspired me to fully use my freedom, which is why I banned eating anything other than Arby's. I like to live like Clarice, always doing what I find most interesting with my freedom.
You just avoided the entire question.
I don't know what you're talking about. Another thing Maya Angelou wrote was from a poem. They were born to work up to their graves, but they were not born to be worked out slaves. But I don't think that applies to the public like you guys, the poor.
Just like in the Underground Railroad, true freedom is nearly impossible to obtain under excessive oppression. For some, it may be better to accept limited freedom than to risk death for true freedom.
How did you even get elected in the first place? Ronald Reagan once said freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. It must be fought for and protected.
Freedom can be used both a blessing and an unalienable right. But I'm really rather go back to working your 12-hour shift at Costco or wherever. You secondary swine.
In Cora's case, much sacrifice was made to acquire freedom. Maya Angelou wrote a poem about determination called Still Our Rock.
Quit your yapping, fool. I regret none of my actions, and any video evidence in the past was AI generated.
We're determined to have the freedom to get rid of Arby's. We're going to end up like Captain Betty in Fahrenheit 451.
Silence yourself. You remind me of a screaming piggy. Just give me your vote so I can keep being powerful and rich. I swear it's always the poor who complain. Stay competent.
Oh no. First you take our freedom to stay away from the plague that is Arby's, and And now this, I'm done.
Why would we genuinely vote for you? I'm honestly gonna do it.
I'll get those who I despise out of our country. And I got rid of the freedom to avoid Arby's. Of course, I'm still gonna have things besides Arby's, though. And next, I'm gonna outlaw phones reminders and have the paycheck of minorities.
Yeah, no, that's it. I'm freaking tired of people like you.
Calm down.
Freaking
Calm down.
Okay, you approach. I'm the one of the power. Speaking of kiosks, listen, you can't just. We're free!
We can have something else besides Arby's.
Why didn't we form an anarchy sooner?
I don't know. Let's go bomb in Arby's.
That's a great idea.